You know, it would be the greatest addition to anything ever. Adding fucking Discord to consoles. I don't doesn't I think Sony owns Discord now, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Uh because I remember saying that and then someone was like, "Well, they could." But because right now I have two headsets on, one on each ear. Well, because I'm trying to finish Outer World because I have uh the last area and two more companion quests, and then I've done everything there is to do.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. Most people... Besides... What? That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. I can whip one up for you.
Oh, yikes. What? No.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that... Look, Captain. This... I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing... There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr.
A pleasure to help. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Good day to you.
Now look how... I got this nice meal all planned out with music.
Hmm? Hmm.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can't you see? He wants to play with you, Baka. Oh, that's right. This entire city wants me fucking dead. One thing that was really you know why the city wants me dead and the entire board? So this lady was like, go check out the retirement district. I know those retired old fucks are hiding something. I'm like, okay. And I went there, and do you know what the retirement district consists of? It's a crawl space with a bunch of dead old people piled up on top of each other with robots scrubbing the floor. Their version of retirement is they just fucking kill the old people and pile them in a fucking body pile. So I was like, this is fucked. So I killed the robots that were there because they were hostile. And because I killed all the robots, it made the board hate me. So now I can't go through like the fucking planet that's an entire city without being attacked by every single guard in the fucking district. Hey, no, 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 no. I was like, why'd you say it like that? I'm having a blast. Huh? Oh. I'm just trying to get shit. Uh, and people keep walking through the door, so I'll like glance up and fucking no scope them. And now I can take everything. Since, you know, half the city's dead.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost... Oh, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. Oh, this is real scary, Captain.
What? Of what? Oh. Oh. I'm well aware. Fuck it. I'm not making it out of this city without just killing everyone. Uh... killed the ad drone too, just for the fuck of it. That sounds like a lot of work.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. Speaking of surprises, you should meet... Play the ruffian angle some more. You're supposed to help... Anyway, you're probably wondering...
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody... Right? Yep.
Marilyn, this...
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive... He's right.
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but...
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I just...
I'm afraid the distinction was...
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have...
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm...
It's not that simple. For one thing...
Why did you...
We had to explain your...
We couldn't very well tell people you'd... The neighbors would...
We concocted a story about Celeste Jolie
One of a kind.
that led to your tragedy.
It was quite the story.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better... And what are you gonna do?
Yes,
Quiet.
well,
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir.
That's it?
don't...
Damn right, Captain. Let's talk outside.
God damn. My Ellie wanted me to take her to see her parents so she could tell them how much better she was doing, and she was like talking shit to him, and I was like, wait, isn't this like a... I mean, I know we're in like the nicest neighborhood in like all of the universe, but isn't this like overly nice? And she's like, yeah, how'd you afford all this? And they're like, Well, we did what any grieving parents would do. We collected on your life insurance policy because we thought you were dead. And they're like, yeah, if you could just leave quietly and not look at anybody, because we told them all you were dead and we want to keep the money.
I need a word.
And everyone would talk bad about us. I'm like, you might have like the worst parents I've ever fucking
Can you
seen.
believe those two? We'd hardly been there. I wanted them to get upset. They'd both be sitting there, Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. And then Father would throw his hands up. Then Mother would do the old, I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing. I'm used to rough situations. But I want to talk about... I must have been the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life. Wait a second. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. I'll make money without doing a thing. As long as I don't develop a taste for wool guns. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance. Maybe you could use some of your... If that doesn't work...
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
They're on us.
Bring them down!
Hit him with something bigger. Down they go. I see him there.
Sorry!
Hey, that's company property.
What was I saying? Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
So, what are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
B&B chicken and potatoes. At B&B, you know our B&B.
Look out!
After them.
Dry as you feel. Doesn't they make sense?
Some crew.
I definitely.
Oh, you mean Sam? He's... Nah, but I've been thinking on... It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without them giving you the... Of course. It's not normal. There's any... Oh, God.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Some crew.
Dead?
All right. Oh.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I don't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome. What did he say to that? Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite rhyme. June called me pretty.
Take someone to our... Your back, please.
Jaden, I need you to look at the last thing. That I posted in memes.
I believe I hear Felix and Pavani discussing the latest Vaporwave serial.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you... Okay, Cap? I feel like running lap. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like... And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw this. She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live... Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she was worried she wouldn't get the words out right. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be... And then she sneezed again. We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals. You got an eye for people. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if... I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but... So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy screaming to my pillow.
Welcome back. See you soon. We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
This looks like the place. Ready?
I see you're still in one piece. However, I remember that one.
Of course, no one remembers me for the Mirage.
That claim was airtight.
Are you?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively.
Hey, those.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change. Oh, you mean? Well, hypothetically, and you'd theoretically, but you wouldn't actually do that. Please, my policy. Very well. I'll need the name.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusive. I hope Ms. Fenhill.
Captain, got a minute? You really did it. Give these payouts a few. I've never been proud. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe his lie. Come on. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even... Hate to say it, but... Anyway, enough of that. You did a job... Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through... You sure? Because my kind... You don't have to get all... Still, maybe you've got a point. So... It's nothing personal. Anyway... Some...
Okay. Do what?
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Oh, I just wanted you to uh hop in it because Jaden and Nick were in it, but they went to bed. Alright, yeah. I thought you were already in it, but I guess not. Yeah. I've been thinking about that.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of I would also... I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876 million. Oh, speak of the devil.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. You are hereby confined to your docking platform.
Okay.
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you. Alright. I'm feeling generous. Anyway, Tartarus... Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the... Pay no mind to...
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. How can I... Take care.
Probably. I don't know. That's why I'm glad this second Outer Worlds is coming out. Yeah.
Never anger a man of the cloth.
Oh shit.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Good luck, Captain.
Oh God. Are we friends on Discord? What's your name on there? Yeah, I don't think we're friends. Add me real quick so I can invite you to the server. My, let me know when you're ready. It's at the bottom.
Nice one, Captain. I'll take your confession now.
Do what? Devin Farron. It's a with. Jesus Christ, this did get hard. Holy shit. Oh, okay.
off the bars when it's gonna storm like that garden gates.
Entering the labyrinth's the easy part. Making it back out. I'm still trusting your plan on that one, Captain.
Yeah.
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back. Here we go! Open fire! Only go!
Oh shit, fuck that. I'm really wondering how long this is gonna take. To fucking trying to do this last mission. It got really hard really fast. Yeah.
Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Got your paperwork squared away?
Kinda. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the cool thing about 14 is they're always changing stuff most of the time for the better. That's also been me for literally all of uh, Final Fantasy 14. Yeah. Yeah. That's th no, you don't. No. No. You pick, you make one character, and that character can do literally everything in the game. Which is why I still play it, because I fucking hate having to make multiple characters. It's such a fucking outdated mechanic.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, you new here? Wait for company ammo.
hit, Captain. I've had quite enough of you.
Oops. I didn't mean it. You scared me. Don't kill the MSI. God fucking damn it. Just get the fuck out of here. That sucks. Oh, really? I just fucking god damn it. I sent you an invite.
MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and fight!
Well, look who it is. I'll be... I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under...
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And the convicts. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully. But... Oh yes, go on. Let me ask you something.
I believe
I'm making... I'll admit, but look, I'm not an unreasonable man.
everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I am, I believe, ready for this.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. I'm afraid I can't. I'm aware of your diplomatic talent. For all your talents, you make Dr. Wells as being all that's left to do. Well, that's mostly correct. I take no pleasure leaving you alone. Fair enough. Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. Fair point. I don't know how you've managed. I've devoted my entire life to... There isn't much of a board left, thanks to you. You were always an unknown variable. I'm aware of Dr. Wells' plan. Revive some brilliant scientists and engineers. 50 or 60 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But we've passed the point of no return. I admire your drive. I haven't lost control of the... When you put it that way, damn it all. Congratulations, Captain. I just hope you... The fate of the cop...
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's... And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue... I know, my friend, I know. And now it's finally... You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony. You and I are going to have to work harder than... I would like nothing more than... Earth has gone dark. We haven't received... 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way...
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon.
I don't want to imagine what will happen.
You mean... we're all alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? Yes, we do. You've done a... We must begin the revival process immediately. Stop. We're going to need a leader, and I can't... The chairman? You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our future...
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board, Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's small... Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income, life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken car. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer, Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from her, it was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell. However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining year. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his... Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but and what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the riot on Tartarus, and partnered with Chairman Rockwell to run the colony together. As Halcyon looked toward the future, you remained a constant presence in the colony's administration. You were never weighed down by bureaucracy. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain...
Nice. I finished out